Good morning and happy Sunday, fellow fan duelists. This is episode 2 of Grade A Fantasy. And today's show, we're going to base this on two things. We will build our first dummy tournament lineup. I already have a couple, but this one will have a certain theme to it. And it will be based on one of my running backs, contrarian running backs, who I won't think will be contrarian by the time you probably see this video. And if things keep trending in the way that it does, I think he goes from one of my contrarian picks to probably one of the most popular picks. We'll be talking about Jaguars running back, basically rookie Travis Entienne. Pretty much didn't really have a chance to do anything at all last season with a Liz Frank injury, and that pretty much took him out for the year. So I've been following him quite a bit, especially since I did play the Hall of Fame single game, and Entienne is looking real quick and fast in practice. Coaches say that he hasn't really lost any speed at all, and he looked like he's ready to have his breakout season. Now, on the other hand, the reason why I say Travis Entienne might not be contrarian, might end up a popular pick, is because of the fact that James Robinson, one of my favorite players, I love him. One of the last years I played season-long fantasy, he pretty much just burst on the scene. Typical running back, 5th, 6th round find that nobody paid attention to, and then just pretty much saved a lot of people's fantasy seasons. But as of right now, James Robinson is pretty much like a quarterback. He has not taken any contact at all. It went from, he'll be ready for game one to might and should be ready for week one. But he's not taking any hits. Nobody has touched him at all in practice. He's running stuff. I think he just this week started running maybe 7-on-7 offensive drills. So he's not really catching up to speed on. I mean, he knows the offense and everything, but physically, I don't think he's there as of yet. Travis Entienne may go from right now contrarian because he might be James Robinson's backup or third down specialist, but Travis Entienne is not a third down specialist back. Entienne is really a back that you draft that he's going to be your running back for at least the next 7 to 10 years. Entienne is just talented, two-way back. He can be a three-down back, but obviously I don't think they're going to burn him into the ground with the fact that you have a talented running back like James Robinson with you. So with that being said, I want to build a lineup with you guys. First time I'm doing this on YouTube, obviously. Personally, I have like maybe 3 or 4 lineups already made for the contest, whatever, but I haven't really done much. But today's dummy lineup, we're going to base it on Travis Entienne. I think he's 6,100 on Fan Duel. And I'm also going to correlate with some of the information from episode 1 and see if we could build like a very interesting high upside tournament lineup. I was playing around with this lineup while I was at work yesterday, and kind of intrigued me to do a show idea for episode 2. Other than that, I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Me, worked yesterday and then was able to get home to meet up with my brother in time to catch the Usyk Anthony Joshua fight, which was a great fight. And judges did get it right. Usyk won, split decision. Definitely, it was definitely a great fight. Went the distance, split decision. It was a very close fight, but I definitely thought Usyk handled Joshua inside and combination. And he was quick with his punches, very quick body movement, and he was able to frustrate Joshua a bit. But Joshua kept fighting right back. It was very, like I said, split decision. You know, it was a close fight, and big win for Usyk. Obviously, in these times, big win for anyone represented from Ukraine. The Ukrainian fighter definitely gave it his all, and it was a great fight. So, what we would do is, while I'm doing this introduction right now, if you're on your phone listening to this, yes, this video will be able to be shrunk in your mini player. So if you want, you can listen along with me and have your Fan Duel app open on your phone. If you're home, maybe streaming this on your TV. You can have your laptop out with me. You go open up your Fan Duel and just, open up any contest for the football slate with me, and we'll do this, together. I don't have any screen sharing capabilities at yet. Can't go live yet either. I opened up the YouTube account, and I think it's I guess since I started doing videos or whatever, they give you a certain time limit to start doing lives and stuff like that. So I have to wait like a certain amount of time to like do stuff like that. So while I'm doing this, open up your Fan Duel. If you're watching this on your laptop, just open up another window, have your Fan Duel tab open. Like I said, I don't have any screen sharing capabilities, so all you gotta really do is just listen while YouTube is in the other tab, and we could just do this together. So while I get myself set, let me get it right here. So back to Travis Entienne. Travis Entienne, I just think he has a lot of upside. I mean, the man is strong, skilled, and I think he's ready to be somebody's franchise running back and maybe take this job. People forget last year that they were speaking so high of him as if he was ready to take James Robinson's job last year. There was a lot of talk, like they were ready to put him in the driver's seat in the running back position. Then the Liz Frank injury just pretty much put everything to a halt. So for those who don't really travel, who don't follow Travis Entienne, let me just give you a quick overview because there's not really much to say about his NFL career. The Liz Frank injury pretty much knocked him out. So let's go back to college, and for those who don't know about him, I'm going to let you know what kind of talent you're dealing with here. Travis Entienne, he played in 55 games, started 42 at Clemson. If you're not interested in these stats, that's not going to raise your eyebrow, then hey, I don't know what will. But college stats, he pretty much had 4,000, pretty much almost 5,000 yards rushing. To be exact, I think it was 4,952. 70 rushing touchdowns and had 102 receptions, had 102 receptions, just over 1,000 yards receiving, 8 receiving touchdowns. And like I said, he did all of that in mainly the 42 games that he started, played 55 while at Clemson. The man can be somebody's number one running back. I mean, you got to earn your way as a rookie, but he really can. I think he could just step in and just have this, just literally burst on the scene. He doesn't have the talent to just slowly upcome like, oh, you're noticing him. No, I think he has this talent where he can just burst onto the scene. Yeah, it helps that he's playing with former QB partner, and most likely I think maybe roommate, Trevor Lawrence. Both of them went to Clemson together. But regardless of what team, I think if he gets the starting job, which I think it's looking trending that way, because the injury that James Robinson had, and like I said, while I'm going through this, just have FanDuel open and ready. While he had the job and everything, while the Liz Frank injury took him out, James Robinson's Achilles injury happened late December. Now, I understand there are some people that's coming back from injuries really fast, but now even with technology, you're looking at 9 to 12 months. Remember, he got injured in December. Plus, the recovery is from when you get the surgery, not from when you get injured. So, if you're looking at 9 to 12 months is really, the 9th month is really late September, if you really think about it, because he was injured in late December. So, he's looking at, if it heals the quickest, he's looking at maybe like a week 3 at the end of the month of September. So, I don't think he's pretty much, most of the preseason he was just doing individual drills. He's barely done any 7-on-7, 11-on-11 work. So, and like I said, coaches are not allowing him to take any hits. So, if that could be the case, I think Travis Entienne really gets the nod, and he might be able to hold on to this running back. He might be able to hold on to this running back job and pretty much take it away from James Robinson. A lot of people lose jobs from injury. It sucks, but Entienne does have the ability to do this. So, if you do have FanDuel open now, I have like a single entry reserved. So the first thing we want to do, like I said, I'm going to correlate some of this information with what I said in episode 1 with some of my value, and then we go from there. And then also from notes from last year about, compare it a little bit to last year's week 1 FanDuel lineup. So first thing we're going to do is just click on your running back. Let's get Entienne in there. And if you're with me on this, Travis Entienne will pop up at 62, not 61, 62. So he's at 6,200. So we add him in the slot. 6,200. After Entienne, let's go to wide receiver. Get you some more. Like I said, he's not a free square like how Alexander Madison comes in for Dalvin Cook and he's like 5,000, 5,500. So he's not that cheap, but cheap enough. So if we go to wide receiver, let's go to wide receiver and pick one of my guys. We'll go to Rondale Moore. Let's just say we go on that. Rondale Moore. And then value defense. We're going to start with that right there. Go to defense. And like I said, I'm high up on the Dolphins, so we'll get a... Dolphins are about, what, 38 or 3,600? Let's see here. Scroll down. And Miami is 38, and so are the Bears. So let's put that in there. Okay, so if you have this right here set up like this, right now, with Travis Entienne, Rondale Moore, Miami Dolphins, right now you got a couple of decent, cheap pieces, like I said, with high upside. And right now, still with 7,417 per player. Now, not everything could be contrarian. You're going to have to pick some studs. So where I'm going to go, my stud at running back, I will be taking Kamara. And then maybe after that, we could go to wide receiver. And then we're going to go grab Keenan Allen. Let's grab Keenan Allen right now. We're at 7,200 per player. Keenan Allen is how much? Keenan Allen is 74. So we'll put Keenan Allen in there. So right now, we still don't have a QB. Let's go grab a high upside QB. And who do I feel is a high upside QB? Justin Fields. Now, I did tell you in my notes, he had 26.3 fantasy points. I went over the stats. What I didn't tell you is he still scored 26.3, but he had 3 turnovers. He had 2 fumbles and an interception. I'm not saying let's take away all the turnovers, but if Justin Fields doesn't lose a fumble and only has 1, he gets back 2 points. So now 26.3 is now 28.3. 28.3, and then he is this week, I think I said 6,900 or 6,800. I mean, he could do the same thing. He could pretty much do the same thing again that he did last year. Let's scroll down a bit. Where are you? You are right there. Yeah, 6,900. And like I said, against and that's with the turnovers. So 26.3. He doesn't lose a fumble, doesn't throw the interception. It goes to 28.3. If he takes care of the ball and makes only 1 mistake, then that's a 30.3 lineup. We're looking to make, just a little dummy, but tournament lineup. And this is, like I said, I'm trying to just base it on NTN first. Because I really think if he gets that job, there's a chance that James Robinson doesn't get this back. So right now, we're at 7,200 left. We got Justin Fields, NTN with Kamara. We got Keenan Allen with Rondale Moore. What do we do next? We can go like this. Like I said, I'm going to correlate my notes. I'm not just going to ignore what I had in episode 1. Like I said, you could pick somebody like Michael Thomas. And if we get Michael Thomas at 60... Where are you? Okay, Michael Thomas at 62. So now all the wide receivers slots are done. We have a tight end and a flex. Now, here's the interesting part about what I'm going to do here. This is like a mini stack to like last year's week 1 mini stack. Remember, the optimal lineup had Kyler Murray with both Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. The reason why? They pretty much had the same stats, but Kyler Murray ran for 1 touchdown, and that was the difference. If you had Mahomes, you probably was looking good until Kyler Murray ran for that touchdown, because they both threw for 4 and over 300. They both threw for 4 and over 300 yards last week. But Kyler Murray had 5 total touchdowns. That TD was the difference. So when I'm talking about mini stack, there's not much correlation with QB and receivers here, but I'm thinking this could be an interesting mini stack. And like I said, tournament upside here. You got NTN, Kamara, Justin Fields. You got Keenan Allen on one side of that of the Las Vegas LA game, which is, I think, right now in the bettors market, the second highest scoring game behind the KC Arizona. I think this game actually might outscore that one. So since we'll correlate the game and make sure we get both sides of the game. So pretty much we got the Chargers best receiving Keenan Allen. Why not correlate that and see if we could grab up all those points in that high upside, and with an average of $7,750, we can do something like this. You could grab Darren Waller for 7, and there's your tight end. And then at the flex, you have now 8,500 for your flex. 8,500 is a lot to do. So flex, you literally, with 8,500 for this slate, if you're left with 8,500, you cannot get 4 players. You can't get Austin Eckler, who's 94, Christian McCaffrey at 95, King Henry at 97, and you can't get Jonathan Taylor, the highest person on the slate, at 10-2. He's the only one with 5 figures. So, once again, let's correlate with that game, and we're just going to slightly go down just a little bit. Matter of fact, don't even have to go down that far. 8,500 exactly, Davante Adams. Not saying that's going to work out like last year, but last year you have a quarterback who played well against his current opponent this year, last year in Justin Fields. If he passes well enough, and then also he gets his running TD like he did before, like I said, he has a 30-point upside. I just proved to you that he had a 30-point upside because he almost had 30 against that San Francisco defense last year. Just got to be easy on the turnovers. Like I said, it's fantasy. Upside with the running quarterbacks. You got Entienne, Kamara. You're going to have the studs out there. The whole thing can't be contrarian. You're going to have your studs. So we got Alvin Kamara, Keenan Allen, and then you're going to double stack like last year, just without the quarterback, just like how it was Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. In this lineup, you got Dan Waller, Davante Adams. And like I said, Dolphins always play good against the New England Patriots when they're at home. So who knows? I don't know about a pick 6, but you can get a couple turnovers, sack, fumbles. I don't know. But I kind of like this one right here. I kind of played with it a little bit. I didn't really do much after it, but I was just taking some notes and quick little dummy lineup or whatever. But I hope you guys enjoyed the exercise. This little follow through. I'll probably do a couple more of these as the season comes close. But yeah, man, I'm really high on Entienne. Really high on this kid. Sky's the limit really for this kid. Man, sorry about that. That wasn't supposed to happen. But yeah. So with Travis Entienne, I really think he's going to start because just a few weeks ago, he was like, yeah, we still got like a whole month of football, technically 5 weeks. And now we're like, what? Today's August, what are we looking at? 20th or the 21st? And James Robinson, yeah, I understand they're taking care of their star running back. But he hasn't taken any contact yet. I don't think he's going to be ready. And if he is, he's going to be limited. Travis Entienne, high upside. But yeah, I hope everybody liked this dummy lineup and this little follow-through exercise. So a lot of tournament upside here. I know there's plenty of stuff that you could change from here, whatever. You don't have to go Michael Thomas or whatever. I mean, we did end up with 0. We spent the entire budget. But I don't know, maybe who's around Michael Thomas? That, if you wanted to take out Michael Thomas, who has upside around that point right there? And with Michael Thomas around that time, who's around there? We're just outside Amari Cooper. You got Devontae Smith from Philly, or you can correlate with your QB and go Darnell Mooney and have a little mini stack there. And hopefully Justin Fields hits Darnell Mooney, and you get a little stack boost right there, a little mini stack with the quarterback and one wide receiver. Those are the other wide receivers that are just around Michael Thomas, maybe a little lower. Talking about one of my boys that I told you about. You got Adam Thielen at 61 if you wanted to take him out or whatever. If you wanted to go different, if you really wanted to go cheaper, I don't know, you could slide all the way down to maybe you wanted to change your tight end. Maybe you wanted the extra 900 to get up to Mark Andrews or Travis Kelce, Travis Kelce's 1,000 more than Dan Waller, and Andrews is 900. So if you wanted to go a little lower, maybe upside with Christian Kirk. You got Jarvis Landry in New Orleans. You got Tyler Boyd. You got AJ Green. But then again, you already have Rondell Moore. So there's many ways. I mean, there's many ways you could go with this lineup. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the quick vid. Looking at my timer, I'm wrapping this up in 20 minutes. So I hope everybody's having a great weekend. Hope you guys like the follow through. Leave me a like and comment if you can. For the people who texted me and who's been giving me feedback, thank you very much. I'll be sure to take your words and wisdom into consideration with the next upcoming videos. Maybe a couple of these throughout the season, maybe once a week with whatever developments. Like I said, people are still getting cut. Today's the last day of week 2. And then, people will be getting cut by Monday, Tuesday, so rosters will be shrinking. And, yeah, but Travis Entienne, he's the theme of the day for this episode, and hopefully you guys like this lineup right here. And, it's an interesting lineup. You want to use it? Use it. You want to change it up a little bit? Change it up a little bit. But a lot of upside, mini stack like last year's optimal lineup. I think it's a lineup that could work. I'll definitely tinker around with it, see what I could do with it. But that's the end of episode 2 for Grade A Fantasy. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like. If you can support, the best way you can support, like, comment, subscribe. Grade A Fantasy, signing off.